Hello and welcome back to what is this time the bullet portion for wheel. Half an hour remains of 1+1 bullet. Hikaru has a 10-6 lead. Kanti, what do you expect from this final portion of the match?
Well, Hikaru can adopt not anyone, but lots of players very, very strong. He hasn't adopted Magnus, but he also can have these runs where like 6 or 7 in a row. In the bullet portion, he also choosing to look at this mainstream openings in a way.
Yeah.
Still a different move order, but he definitely plays something mainstream here. But I think this is just going to be a domination as we've seen the rest of the tournament as well, or the rest of the matches, games here. So it's going to be tough. Uphill battle for Fabi for sure in bullet portion with the best to play bullet.
Yeah, it wasn't one knight h3, but this still looks very offbeat with the pawn having advanced to g4, the knight now behind on g3. Computer doesn't like it. I guess maybe this bathtub that we have going on here isn't the best, or what do you think?
Well, that's funny. Of course, what I'm actually looking at too as well is I just want to see when is he going to lose any time. Okay, Fiona, we start with 1 minute. He has a minute and 2. We don't move 20. How is this even possible? How is he moving instantly right now, Fiona? This doesn't make any sense. We got to get him checked. Somebody got to check it. Now he's down material. 97, take on e4. And this is where he starts to think, but I'm just up material now.
Yeah, this cure. And wow, Fabi just resigns.
Come on, bro. It's about to get bad. It's about to get real bad.
I think I was thinking maybe the fact that Fabi won the last 3+1 game, would give him some new heart for the bullet, but still tough. Okay, maybe it also makes sense from the match perspective to resign that position, actually. Maybe it's not, that Fabi is done. Maybe it just makes sense in that match position.
What he's playing right now is like the mainstream way you should play against the London player. Playing a quick bishop d6, queen c7, c5, knight bd7, push for a quick e5. You get yourself a very good position very fast. Now Fabi's doing better on time in this game, at least too as well. Has a playable position, but black is totally fine. Equal, and if not better, because I'm now h5, h4, g5 even. Right now, I played f6 first.
f6, preparing g5, and if the if the h file opens, that's trouble. Fabi is trying to counterattack on the queen side, but Hikaru's attack just seems a lot faster.
Oh man, that's a sick move. Nice in between. Takes g4. Beautiful move in between. G4 keeps the lines open. He takes though.
It takes, interesting. Captures. I like g4.
Definitely.
Rook b1. Okay.
C3 is hanging. So h3. Oh my goodness. I'm just about to sack everything. I'm about to sack right now. I promise you. I'm going to sack something in a minute here.
I was on board to sack on g3. I liked it.
Oh, here it comes. He ain't got to sack nothing. Look at this. This is another resignation, bro. This is ridiculous. It's 2 in a row.
Yeah, this is over. Fabi chose in knight d4, but okay, queen h3. Okay, spice with.
That's nice. Idea is check and rook takes g3. Yeah. You can just do it anyway. Rook takes g3, I think. Yeah, there it is. Do it anyway. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then you can follow up with queen h3. Or you could take first and then queen h3, but I think they both work.
Nice finish.
You can promote to a knight. Knight e4, check. No, check. Oh
but
my goodness.
This also is over. Ooh, okay, that's 2-0.
Bro,
you know what? I think Hikaru might be going for the adoption in the bullet.
Bullet is different. I just noticed this. This is why we play bullet every night. We just want to make sure we get our reps in, because this is what you don't want to happen. There's a lot of, man, he just going crazy and fast.
We played 1e4. We got a French. Computer doesn't like Hikaru's position right now. Where do you think that is? Black is going to cancel queen side and the computer likes the attack, or what's going on?
I think he likes probably the development. There's a lot of pieces out, but now it's equal there. That's a great question. Probably just the d3 pawn and b3. You have more pawn islands, it feels like. That's probably the only reason.
And moves are coming in so fast. Hikaru once again hasn't burned any time.
This doesn't make sense. Like, you have to think. You got to think a little bit, Fiona. This is chess, right? You know what I mean? Chess. Chess. A game that requires you to think a little bit, at least.
Yeah.
And this is just not. He's not thinking. He's just not thinking.
Bishop c1, hitting the rook on a3. That rook has to drop back, goes to a6. Now this knight is under attack. Knight moves forward, but this pin is annoying.
That is quite annoying. Oh yeah, nice c3. Take.
So Hikaru's gained the pawn back. He's now stopping Fabi from castling. And his position is good. He has the bishop pair.
Bro, why are you moving so fast? Bro, chill. We're like, hey, bro, can we do our job over here?
59 seconds. Oh my god.
Chill. Bro, man, this is ridiculous. I'm not even kidding. This is really ridiculous. I mean, how you got 34 moves in, you just barely using time? This was not theory. Hikaru is a different beast in bullet chess. Like, you can't even do your job here, guys. We can't even do commentary with this guy.
Oh my goodness. Okay, but he took his sweet time on this move. After he takes f4, deciding how to recapture, goes with the rook.
Shakes his head, but up 20 seconds. Oh,
Wandering bishop, I am sorry. I know I'm losing it, but to feel like we've gone almost through the entire game and I wasn't paying close attention to the clock and then see 59 seconds is too much.
Yeah, that's too much, bro. It's like, I mean, that's really some impressive stuff. To see that, like, you up that much time, bro? Whoa. Like, who are you mad at, bro? Takes. Okay, 6. Bishop f6. Okay, cool. I'll take. Look,
this is gonna be a draw.
It's gotta be. He has to take it, I think, and he can barely cast a pawn. Draw agreed. I wonder who offered there. Probably Fabi.
But did you see what Hikaru pointed his? Is that the index? I never know. He pointed his finger at the camera. Did you see that? And
I didn't see
one.
It. No, I
is
didn't
that
see
saying that's the only one draw you'll get in this bullet?
What?
No, what?
I didn't see that. I missed that all.
Well,
what was that finger? The chat all saying that.
He even mouthed it. He showed one finger, and I think he said one. You know.
One. Oh, I see it now. I see it. I looked at it. I have a delay thing on Kick. One. What the heck is that one about?
Yeah, what is it?
We gotta talk to him. What is that one?
I hope Hikaru comes on later on. We can ask him.
That was an intentional one. He looked at the camera. Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, it was like that Magnus confessional, you know?
Ooh, okay. You know, press the button like, oh.
Yeah, I also read it like that. Wandering Bishop, you get the one drop.
You get one draw? Is that what that is? Oh, man.
That's a bit much.
That's vicious. That's very vicious, bro. This is Fabiano Caruana, two-time world champ. I mean, two-time U.S. champ. And then Hikaru was like, well, I'm 5-time U.S. champ, you know, but okay, whatever. But, you know, at the same time, wow, one draw? Is that what he said? And you know, they're in the same Zoom call too. Like, they're not in different ones. So, like, if you do the one,
I don't think that's what he said. Surely
like,
not. Yeah, but I also don't know
that
what
one
it
draw.
could be.
I mean, it could be anything. That one, but I mean, what else would it mean? And I do agree, guys. What else does the one mean? One draw. That's exactly what just happened. I don't know what else to put there.
But I mean, this game is gonna be difficult for Hikaru to win. Material is even. Fabi has the bishop pair.
Might have provoked Fabi here. Like, oh, one? All right. Oh, one? Okay. Well, let me get two then. I might lose the rest of the games. But if I get this draw, yeah. Yeah. What, you going to put up 2 fingers now? That's what Fabi's going to say. Fabi's going to say that.
Yeah, well, this game, Fabi isn't going to lose. That's for certain. The question is, can he win it somehow?
Yeah.
I mean, you're going to get in Zugzwang, right? This knight can't move. Oh,
you could try to go bishop b3, d1 all the way over to h5. There we go. h5. And I might be winning, Fiona. I might be winning here. And Fabi like, yeah, okay, put that where your little finger at now? Where's your finger at? Now, of course, you know, that's the only time I would talk trash because, like, I'm losing. I'm going to most likely lose the match. But I want to have my chance here
your
to
moment.
feel good about myself, right? My moment, because I didn't got crushed all game. Like, every game, you know, you've been hitting me with this weird stuff. You know, so I want my moment here. I want my moment.
Okay, Fabi, it's taking some time, but the A pawn is running now.
We got a queen. Fabi, like, what if Fabi put up the one?
Oh, I missed the check here.
Fabi put up a 1. Fabi did a 1. That's gonna break the internet. That's
Just
gonna break
take the
internet.
damn knight, no?
Take king up. Oh, take push. No, wait. Take and king e4.
Why isn't he just taking the damn knight?
Mm-hmm.
What's going on with this game? I can't
right.
do it. It's too much.
Fabi. Check. Check. Don't
You
hate
do the
queen.
commentary on this one, Kenzie. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I mean, he got mated here. He got mated. He gonna wait the clock out a little bit.
Yeah, I think Hikaru is gonna let the clock run down to 0.
I would too as well.
Actually, both players look unhappy right now. Look at
I mean,
the
it's
cap.
crazy. Hikaru's so mad. Oh man, I'm down. You know, I'm supposed to crush him every game. Like his leads be so high. Like so nice. And then he also has time to move one more move, then let the clock run out. Or get mated, obviously. King h4. Queen h4. Probably take a second. He has it pre-moved, I think. Yeah, I would have it pre-moved. There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see. Let me look at the camera. I didn't see nothing yet.
No, I think Fabi.
Fabi don't do that.
Fabi, no.
Fabi not with none of that.
Especially because I mean, very unlikely he saw the finger.
Oh yeah, it's very unlikely. Yes, correct.
And even if he saw it, I mean, do you really think, okay, the guy just told me I'm only gonna get one drink?
But I'm gonna get one?
One drink.
Oh, do you know who I am,
drink.
Hikaru? Do you know who I am? Right? Like I am Fabiano. You know what? And then very next game. Very next game.
Goodness. Okay, so what's going on here? We have all those. I mean, look at the D file. It is stacked. It was stacked until a second ago when the knight moved away.
Right. And then he's probably going to play h3. Oh, b4. Interesting. What is going on? What is going on? I can just take this pawn, which he does, but it's losing. Queen b3. Oh, my goodness. Like, come on, blind. I'm blind. But then queen
sorry,
a5?
I flipped the board around, but Hikaru's.
Queen a5? Oh, it's Hikaru's right. Okay, rook a1. Wow. What a sequence. Queen b1. Oh, this is nice for the bishops. Bishops look pretty good. Bishop check. Bishop f5. What's impressive is him finding the best move like very fast and very quickly. Because queen c7 probably should be played or something like that.
Yeah.
Bishop f5 is a very strong move. Yeah, queen c7 played. Bishop takes b5. Bishop takes queen h7 is now a sequence of moves we can play. Yeah, he takes on d7 instead. Queen h7. Okay, same thing. Knight h4. Beautiful.
I mean,
Knight
this
g6
king is in a world of pain.
King f7. Is there bishop f6 there? No, it doesn't work. It's knight f6. King there. Knight g6. King there. Doesn't work.
Must
Something's
be
wrong.
Something.
Yeah, something's wrong here.
I really like the computer suggestion.
What
Rook
is it?
a1, just
Bro,
bring the final piece.
Not playing no rook a1. Exactly. I understand. Like,
And there you
he
go.
plays it now though. But like rook a1 before then is just unreal. Okay, check. Rook a1 makes sense because now we have a check.
Oh my god, computer says c4.
c4 was not winning, but like defensive.
And the idea was that
What
you
if I
get to
check
get
you?
back with the bishop
Oh my
from
goodness.
b4.
Man, they find such creative resources to defend.
I know.
H3, knight takes f2.
Knight
That's
takes
brilliant, but
F2.
rook check is GG. Start a new one, big
Yeah.
fella. Yeah, get him off the board. Knight f4. Well, king d6, and I couldn't find the follow-up. Oh, you just take on g7. Easy, easy.
And if I
Easy.
block,
Rook a7
A7
again. Yeah, rook a7. Take everything. Give me
and that
everything.
is that.
Oof.
Nice win by Hikaru. Very nice game.
Another one. How much time we got left? I'm like, yo, this is getting out of hand. 16 minutes left?
We've got 15, yeah,
sheesh.
16 minutes.
15 minutes left here. That's tough. That is tough.
Gonna be
Yeah,
a
we got the
big
catalog.
score. So is it currently 13.5, 7.5? Yeah, or did we not? Yeah, that looks right. So what is going on here? But it's interesting to me that in the bullet, Hikaru plays sensible
Real
openings. Yeah.
Yeah, he does it. But I think it's because in bullet chess, to get your lead on time, lots of times you have to play things that you know inside and out.
Yeah.
Absolutely inside and out. So because he knows a lot of these openings inside and out, he will play what he knows. Castle kingside here, only move. Wow. Oh, hey, bro, you gotta chill, Fabi. Hey, relax. I don't know. Can we talk about this, bro? Dang. Can we talk?
Fabi's triggered.
Yeah, bro. That was Bishop H6 instantly. Take.
And oh my god, and still his worse. What did he miss here? It looked so good.
He's down a piece. Yeah. After G6, I don't know, maybe Queen G4? I don't actually know.
Queen H4, computer says, was the only crushing.
Oh, that's so sick because you can't take the knight. Dang. You can't take the knight. Wow.
Crazy. So instead in the game, Hikaru just consolidated and is now better. So he's what? He's got the 2 minor pieces for the exchange. And queens come off. This is gonna be another long game, I feel.
Black is generally better, but white does have his chances.
Yeah, if white can use those pawns on the king side somehow.
H5 is tempting here.
You were saying H5?
It's a tempting move. It's not necessary, but it's tempting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't go for it. It's just not tempting. It's not a necessary.
Bishop D4 also very nice, just blocking out this rook. Looking down at the pawn on B2.
Okay. G6 is next, maybe? No. H5. Okay, play it, but in the right circumstances. D2.
The problem is it's so easy for black to just jump around and slowly improve. And if you're white, you just sort of have to defend passively. And to do that in a bullet game is, I think, just
No. Yeah, that's going to happen too as well. Especially in the bullet game. Rook D2 is coming. It's going to be a resignation. 7 game lead. Oh, sheesh, man. I mean, making it look easy. This is Fabiano. Oh, this is C3 Cecilia?
We got an Alipin, yeah. Very rare guest at the top level.
C3 Cecilia for the kill. But this turned into a French by transposition with the early knight A3 to C2. Bro,
moves are coming in so fast.
Instant. And now Fabi knows this line too as well.
To 106.
Yeah, he's at 106, yeah. Started with a minute, he gained 6 seconds on the clock. Now, Fabi has faced this before. Oh, he's already in trouble. He has to go knight A6, only move. A4 was trapping the bishop. Whoa, so when the bishop
moves... If I'm white, I would love to. Okay, queen D3.
Oh, this is over, bro. You can't allow this. You can't allow this. Look at your position. You don't play the French to ever get this type of position. But he also plays the French, but he got it from an Alipin move order here. So, yeah, this is like ugly French for sure. Takes. Queen E6 is coming. Bishop F7, though.
This feels almost over. I'm shocked the engine bar is not jumping more than this.
Like Bishop A3.
Bishop A3.
A5. Oh, Queen D6 self pin. Generally not good, but knight E5. Take. I don't see the mate. Oh, he gonna go Bishop B2. Yeah, there it is. There's a Rook C1 here he probably could have played, but yeah, Bishop.
It's a very
B2.
Weird position because these bishops looked so powerful, but now suddenly this pawn also looks dangerous.
Yeah, that's dangerous. That was a great move. You couldn't really take it because he has Rook C1 anyway. So he tried to make the love, but it's not real because the king can't go to H2. But Bishop F5 was nice.
And so what?
Bishop H7 doesn't work yet. Oh, he got out of it. There's got to be something. Bishop G6. GG, hit the button. Hit the button. Hit the button right now.
What a nice finish that was. Oh my God. 15.5 to 7.5. That's an 8-point lead for Hikaru. We still have 10 minutes on the clock.
Oh, we got a
gonna
Grunfeld.
be-
Flip the board. Let me see this. Let me see this. I know Alex just dropped a Grunfeld course too. You know, I know I got all the chessable courses. So,
That's
you know.
impressive knowledge.
Yeah, he has the beginner one too for the
Yeah.
beginners. There, it's very nice because it's easy for them to understand. But I have
Yeah.
all the experience Grunfeld books and stuff, and like, yeah, this is good. B5 early, knight C4. This is sick. Let me see this. Let me see this. Or he about to get blown off the board. I'm about to see. Yeah, this ain't looking too good. Engine like this is
Yeah,
trash.
I mean, surely this
This is
isn't
garbage. I mean, we try to learn from Hikaru anyway, but the engine says this is really bad.
Yeah, but his Hikaru has survived much worse positions than this today.
Very true.
Already is creating that counterplay. And what? Hey, white, I guess, is threatening to take.
Yeah, he's threatening to take, and then king f6. But believe it or not, I'm not mated yet. In these positions, you'll see this a lot in like the dragons, where like you give up this bishop and then it's a draw. That is sick. That actually gives up the exchange. Practical chances, but I still like white, I ain't gonna lie. Knight g4 takes, yeah. e5, he gonna have to throw everything at him.
Oh my god, and again.
Yeah, you have to throw everything at him.
I mean, what happened there? It all looked so clean.
Everything, yeah. Bishop takes, and now he's like, who's king is unsafe? Where's your dark square bishop? Where is that bishop? So check.
Oh my god.
Or bishop.
Apparently queen d6 played by Hikaru is winning.
Bishop g3, bishop f4 check. So you have to go, yeah, something like king e2 makes total sense. Do I take on d4? Might be too
That's
much.
what the computer wanted. It wanted to take on d4. It said that was completely winning.
Wow, I felt good. Take queen f2 and b2 is
But it's completely winning again. Now after queen g3.
Queen e3 to f2. Queen e3, knight f2. Queen f2, knight e3. Like all these are in the sick lines.
So now which check? No check. Just activating the last piece, the rook that was hanging in the corner.
He said, where you going? Nowhere that is.
This off. It looks so close to be over.
Queen f4. Is there a rook b2? Not yet.
Oh my
Knight
god.
e3 just says win the material back, but it's not that clear. Now he's losing. I don't know what it is. Bishop c4. I mean,
Bishop
it can't be that bad,
C4.
right? Bishop e6.
Bishop e6. Can I just take it? Rook.
And rook takes.
Takes.
Oh, check. Okay, king up. It's not that bad. Like,
No,
okay,
it-
engine's like this is game over, but like practically, I mean, okay, I'm still in the game, boy. I'm still here. Queen
But can
e2
we
check.
just
Queen
take
takes
the bishop?
e4.
If we can take the bishop.
You're right. You're right. That might
Why
be the
did? Oh my
You're
god,
right, yeah.
Fabi.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
He's getting
Oh,
mated.
get him,
Oh
get
my
him,
god.
Get him off the.
Oh.
He not ready.
Oh my god. That's too much. Oh my god. Oh, chess is so.
Oh man.
You know, when sometimes when I commentate, like I've suffered a lot after certain games in my life, but you know, it's never been my profession. Like some losses hurt, but I've never been a professional chess player. But sometimes when you commentate, you're on the sidelines and you really feel, you know,
you
for the
feel that.
players.
Yeah.
Like, of course, I'm happy. I'm delighted for Hikaru, but Fabi, I hope. You know, earlier I said he will only get one drink, and when I meant draw clearly, but maybe Fabi needs, you know, one cheeky drink after.
Yeah,
this.
you gonna need a drink after this. I mean, just
Get
to
it
feel
out
you
of
know
the
what I mean? Like, just
system.
get out my system. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it is what it is. And you take these L's as lessons, and you try to come back a lot stronger, especially when you face Hikaru here, because really the only person giving him some real resistance is Magnus, as we see in this, especially in the Speed Chess Championship. He is unmatched. There's a reason why Hikaru has won it 5 separate times. He's the greatest
It's
players in the world.
insane. I mean, to win it the last 5 times is just unreal. Magnus, I was just checking. When is Magnus playing? We don't know yet. Okay. Never mind. Let's go back to what is going on in this game, Kanti?
It's a good question. We have some
not a mad
conversation.
position.
Another one, right? We have some conversation because of this past F pawn. Very curious on taking. There it is. I'm like, I mean, this pawn is just there. Takes, and I do kind of like black, but I also can see the compensation for white.
Mhm.
Having this passed pawn, an uncontested knight in the center. Very strong knight, that is. And apparently he's already losing. I don't know why. Maybe it's push. Knight G5. I don't see it. No. Knight
You know what?
C5.
The computer says just rook F1.
Simple. But then, it does. It wins on the spot. But then rook H4. I don't see it. Rook H4. No, that loses. Rook F5. He can hit the button. Hit the button. Resi. There it is. Yeah. Rook H4. I don't know what happens after rook H4.
Okay, I think at this point, 5 minutes to go, Fabi will end the match, but I mean, 10 to lose by 10 points, and it's probably gonna be more than 10 points. Like, there's at least 2 bullet games left.
Yeah, especially in bullet. Like, it's crazy. It is so satisfying to watch and inspiring to see Hikaru work like this. Especially against the greatest players in the world, right? You know, it's not just, some 2,800 online. Even then, my highest online, about 2,800. So I feel great to be there. But, seeing what he does here is time and time again, especially in bullet chess, is very, very impressive.
For sure. And, this might be the second last game, depending on how long those games go. What is going on? Fabi has the bishop pair, which maybe means he's a little bit better, especially with this isolated black pawn on d5.
Yeah, it's imbalanced once again here, especially because of the pawn structure, and that's what you want to play for winning chances always. I'm a big fan of just always trying to play for the win here and play openings to give you those type of chances as well. But here, this is an imbalance in the pawn structure. Bishop b4, yeah, nice tactic. Bishop g7, you have to calculate, which I'm sure you already did. Bishop g7.
Let's see, bishop g7.
Yeah, it has to be wrong for something. I just don't know what it is. Maybe bishop c3, and then bishop f6. And then I don't know what to do yet. Take, check. I don't know yet.
There must be something.
There'll be some here.
I don't think. Okay, I'm looking at the engine. There's nothing immediately killing. Engine says either queen f7, queen f8, or even just take the pawn.
Yeah.
Very nice tactical vision by Hikaru. This is the live position we have caught up now after king h7. So an extra pawn for Hikaru. Now it's 2 extra pawns. This is winning. I just don't see how white can generate any counterplay here.
With also 3 minutes to go as well. This one is like virtually over. You can probably, resign a lot of games here. I mean, you can definitely resign 10 games before 3 minutes is up. So don't do that. But
maybe if you're Fabi, you just play on to just get one more game. Like, yeah. I think both of them don't want to play. We saw Hikaru, burning the clock earlier. And now I think Fabi will be very happy to also see this match be over.
Yeah, none of these guys are quitters. So, like, you're never going to see, like, just they may resign, but they're not going to quit the match. No matter how high the margin is, they're just going to play it out because that's what you're supposed to do. And that's what they're doing here. We got a French.
And yet another French. We started this match at, I think, the 2-minute 18 mark. So I think there's a very good chance this will be the last game. Let's see what Hikaru can do here with the white pieces. He has an 11-point lead. It's just unbelievable. I mean, to do that to Fabiano Caruana, I thought, of course, Hikaru was a huge favorite, but I didn't think it was gonna be such a wipeout.
There's like every time he do this is a wipeout. Every time so far. And I think he faces the winner of the Nihal MVL match. So that's gonna be nice. And then we'll have to see again if he does the same thing. Like, that is insane. Really it is. It's very incredible to see. So just another day in the office.
And Hikaru, of course, we are on course to that final. I think that everyone wants to see Hikaru against Magnus.
That's right.
Oh, what is going on here?
It's funny. I don't see anything after after these moves, and I'm literally somehow I'm still hanging on.
Can I somehow try and bring my bishop to D3?
I just go queen f1 immediately. Bishop before queen f1, and then like queen f2 maybe. Yeah, queen f1 and queen f2, and just tuck and roll. Especially if queen h5, I may go queen f2 immediately, and maybe try to walk the king back over to g1. He wants some trades. That forces trades. That was very accurate. One thing about Hikaru is annoying is the accuracy. It was very accurate for him to play bishop c5 and force some trades.
And so resilient and so tricky. Like, pretty much no matter how winning your position is, like, you can never relax. Never.
Up a queen? I'm scared, bro. I'm up a queen and a rook. I don't know. I might lose, bro. You're right. In fact, somehow he might lose that game. In fact, we take c4 is definitely a move.
And we use that. Okay, I guess his idea is to go a3 soon. There's a pawn hanging here.
I do like taking that pawn, not gonna lie. Because taking a pawn a3, I take on e6. You go maybe king h7 because you want to keep king safe. I take on a3 then. Then, yeah, you better rook c2 though, which is not enough. Engine says that is not a move by far.
The clock is what's the
that's
word?
It. Yeah,
clock is it's down. It's over.
Down. He is out of time.
Out of time. This is officially the last game of this match. Hikaru's position looks. I mean, the engine is giving a forced mate. This king here is in a world of trouble. So it looks.
Say like... mate in 10. Dang, boy, engine is ridiculous. Mate in 10.
And with that move, actually, that was the correct move. Giving up the rook on a1.
Where was this Fabio earlier, bro? You see this move? That is probably one of the sickest moves of the whole time. I mean, yes, is now it happened, but that was probably one of the best moves of the entire match.
What a nice finish. Fabi, who's had such a rough match, but to find this move, rook a1, to end it was really, really nice.
That was beautiful. Very good stuff.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, Hikaru wins again. Again, he's going on. Our boy is moving on. Chat. Let's get some energy, some claps, some hearts, some loves in the chat as he got the job done. No matter how we get it, that's what we wanted. We wanted to get the job done, and we got it done today. Moving on.
Wow, Hikaru was leaking his phone there for a second on stream. Hopefully, it looked almost like Twitch or something. Who knows? Anyway, I guess Hikaru is gonna go for an interview on chess.com. I'm just waiting to hear from our producer team to see what is the plan. Are we gonna listen in to that interview? Okay, so we're gonna go on a quick break, and then when the official interview happens, we'll watch that there. So don't go anywhere. We'll watch the official interview and then keep you guys posted on what's next.
Welcome back to the Speed Chess Championship presented by Coinbase. We have Grandmaster Hikaru Nakamura in the studio, who has won his first 2 SEC matches, both by double digits. Hikaru, thank you for joining for a quick interview. Congratulations on taking care of business today. This was a close match until it suddenly wasn't. What was the turning point of the match for you?
Well, I mean, there are many things that I could say about this match. I think first and foremost, Fabiano held firm at the start. I mean, there were quite a few games that could have gone either way. You know, to be fair, the first game could have also gone the other way. I think Fabiano got off to a good start when I blundered this rook d1 move. If I'd played rook a1, queen c4, knight f5 first without rook d1 or queen f1, I think I would have won that first game. But you know, putting the first game aside, I mean, I thought Fabiano played well in the 5+1. I think it's mainly that he found himself down going into 3+1. And for the most part, I felt that Fabiano was getting very good positions out of the opening, and essentially just didn't have enough time to convert them. +1, so the 3+1 it's only going to be magnified even further. And I think the fact that he was down after the 5+1 at that point is already going to be very difficult for him to come back.
Yeah, Hikaru, you played a lot of these kind of Owen's defense hybrid setups, combining a6 and then e6. And when you decide to play these setups that are offbeat, do you consider how long it'll take for your opponent to be accustomed to kind of solving the problems in the time control, and then figure that it'll just be a little bit too much time for them to kind of solve the problem?
Well, you know, there's a certain player, a certain former world champion, who also does the same thing. Maybe not as often, but you know, Magnus has done quite a bit of this too with this a6, a3 stuff and playing. I think he played some like d6, knight f6, h6 stuff. I think against me actually. in an event not so long ago. I think the main thing is it's a very difficult balance between using your time to like sort of try and punish your opponent out of the opening when they play something dubious versus playing practical. And I think, certainly for Fabiano, he was trying very hard to punish me out of the openings. And I think, of course, a slow game, he probably would have been able to, but in the fast games, he wasn't quite able to do it. And then he was always struggling on the clock is what it felt like. So I don't think you're ever going to be truly accustomed, but you probably noticed that after the first set of playing, I think C3, playing the Saragossa opening, I started playing knight to H3 on move 1. And the reason I did that is because since the breaks have gotten so long, thanks to needing to run ads, I was a little bit worried that maybe Fabiano would go talk to Levon and come up with something to do against it, which is why I switched over to knight H3.
Do you think it's fair to say, Hikaru, that these offbeat openings also produce a psychological effect on the opponent, especially when, toward the end of the match, Fabi was actually getting worse positions with white out of E4, A6? Do you think that's partially because he was starting to get tilted at his inability to punish these lines effectively?
Well, I mean, I think just the match score was the biggest problem. I've said it before and I'll say it again. When I play these matches in the SEC, I feel like in general I'm a huge favorite in 1+1, the final portion of the match, against pretty much everybody except for maybe Magnus, Alireza, and I guess Ding. Ding played really, really well against me. I think it was 2 years ago. And I think that at the end of the day, the fact that I have that big edge, it puts so much pressure on my opponents. I think Fabiano, as soon as he started losing at the start of 3+1, he fell down by 3 or 4. He knew he was going to be behind going into the bullet. And so I think it's more just like you start becoming disappointed and depressed. And for me, honestly, having been on the right side, I mean, of many of these lopsided matches, I think at some point it also becomes very difficult to play for me too, because like you just want the match to end. You're not really in it. You just want the whole thing to just be over with on both sides. So yeah, I think for Fabi, he got worse positions because he couldn't crack it, and it's like, what am I doing? What am I supposed to do? You just like mentally you start going in a bad direction.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually ask a question from the chat. Actually, wanted to know. Someone Chilled Livin' want to know, what did the finger signify that you held up to the camera? At some point, there's
yeah, great. Right. Yeah. Thank you for asking that question. Yeah. So, there are a lot of people who seemingly have long-term memory loss, first of all, or they just haven't been in chess for a very long time. And I know people are going to be mad at me for saying this. But, I noticed in the comments, a lot of people are saying, why am I stalling? Why am I running down the clock? Why am I running the clock down? And, it's worked very well for me over the years. There's a reason I do it. It's because you have less games. I felt it in 5+1 and 3+1. Fabiano's chances are better than 1+1. But that being said, at the end of the day, Fabiano is a very strong player. And, even if I think that maybe 90% of the time I'm going to have a good day, if I'm, let's say I'm up by 4 games going into the 1+1 or up by 1 game, if Fabi is having a great day and I'm having a bad day, Fabiano could overtake me in the bullet portion and win the match. So, that's why I started running the clock down, just to try and reduce the percentages of losing the match. And then secondly, as far as the finger, it's because the game against Fabiano where I did that, I believe that's the one where Fabi played rook a8, forcing the trade of the rooks into the bishop and pawn endgame. And I could have also milked the clock there. I could have taken another like 1.5 minutes, maybe not 1.5 minutes, but I think we both had about 30 seconds. I probably could have taken at least another minute off the clock. Then I didn't do it. And of course, the best part about that is when I didn't do that, in the very next game, I got steamrolled and I lost. So, I think it's kind of fitting that for all the people who are busy saying that, like, I don't follow the correct strategy in that game in the bullet portion because I felt that it was already sort of out of reach, and then I get smoked in the next game. So it's kind of fitting in a way. So yeah, that's what it was about. It's like I think I said like this one time. That's what I said to the camera very specifically.
And I must just quickly point out here that you did today produce the longest game in SCC history in that Philidor position that eventually turned into a stalemate with Rook G3. It was a 200 plus move game.
Yep.
I could have sworn that when I played Hare Krishna a couple of years ago, there were probably 2 or 3 games that were like that, which went on forever. But again, maybe I'm just forgetting things. But yeah, that being said, I think, it's Magnus has done the same thing too. I think that mainly for me, I feel like in bullet, that's my bread and butter. I think generally I'm best probably in 3+1 and 1+1, specifically against Fabiano, and it's trying to just reduce the number of games. And also the other great thing is, like, I did notice the clock, and I think at the start of that game there was something like 31 minutes, and so by keeping the game going on forever, I knew that we would then hit the 7-minute ad break as well, and Fabiano would draw the game, and I figured mentally he would not be in a very good mood. So it all was kind of worked out.
Hikaru, one final chat question before we let you go. We know you're streaming from Works Drill, and I'll modify this question a little bit to make it more suitable for an SCC context. We already know who are the top 2 bullet players, obviously, presumably you and Magnus. Who is number 3, and who would you say is number 3 in a 1+1 time control?
Yeah, so I mean, this is a very tricky question. I think a lot of people underestimate the difference between 1+1 and 1+0. You know, you can't just win games on time. And actually, Fabiano today, when I was playing him, there were many situations where he was just moving too quickly. He was trying to play the first 20, 25 moves in 1 second or less when he could have used his time more. So 1+1 is very, very different. I honestly want to say, I mean, of course, I've played many matches in the SEC. I mean, Ding has definitely put up the biggest fight in 1+1 outside of Magnus when I played him. So, I mean, it's only one match, but I'd probably have to say Ding just based off that. Outside of Ding, I mean, maybe I would say Nihal. Maybe Nihal's improved, but just out of all the people I've played, Ding was by far and away the best player in the 1+1 that I faced outside of Magnus Carlsen. Without a doubt, he was easily the strongest player.
That makes a lot of sense. Well, Hikaru, we will let you get back to streaming. That was a super entertaining match. Congrats on defeating your compatriot, and have a great rest of your stream. Good luck in the next match.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one. Bye.
Another quarterfinal in the books.
Very interesting interview there with Hikaru, explaining also what the finger was about. So that is going to conclude the stream on our end. Kenty and I are gonna say goodbye to you guys, but as you heard, Hikaru is gonna be streaming himself, so don't go anywhere. He'll be live here in just a second. Kenty, I'll leave the final words to you to send us out.
It was awesome, guys. You guys are awesome. Fiona, you were awesome as always. Commentary was great, guys. You have a great one. Enjoy the rest of the stream, and we'll see you on the next one.